A small mistake could have a big impact on the futures of some powerful state lawmakers, including the Senate President Pro Tem and a longtime senator from here in the metro area. News 13's Katie Kim has more on that from the Newsplex.
Dick, a challenger running for Senate, caught the flub on his opponent's paperwork, and then the Secretary of State caught more politicians making the same mistake. Take a look at these two petitions with voter signatures from opposing candidates turned in to qualify for the ballot. They look similar, but one of them is missing something.
There is no district that is specified, and that's one of the requirements.
Mora County State Rep Tomas Garcia is running for the Senate against incumbent Pete Campos in the Democratic primary. Garcia noticed Campos left out their district number, 8, on his petition. That's against the rules, and it could also be a misdemeanor crime.
The statute is clear.
Legislators okayed a law last year that requires all candidates seeking office to list their political districts on their petitions. Garcia says it's to make sure signatures are actually from voters in that district.
If someone signs a petition that just simply would say state senator, one could argue that they could gather signatures from anywhere across the state.
Garcia notified the Secretary of State, who then asked the Attorney General for advice on what to do with candidates like Pete Campos, because it turns out Campos isn't alone. Other lawmakers also forgot to list their district numbers on their petitions, including Senate President Tim Jennings of Roswell and Republican Senator Sue Wilson Bedford from the East Mountains. So did 4 other lawmakers running for re-election. Senator Campos says it was an honest mistake.
Everything that I did was within the district and the confines of the law, and again, there was no intent whatsoever to mislead anyone.
Campos says the move is Garcia's attempt to play petty politics early in the game. Garcia says rules are rules.
If it calls for disqualification on those grounds, it's not petty, it's not trivial, it's state law.
Late tonight, the Attorney General's office advised Secretary of State Diana Duran the courts likely would not require her to turn down nominating petitions only because the district is left out. But the decision is up to Duran. Back to you.
All right, Katie, and no matter which way the Secretary of State rules on this, lawsuits are likely. Meanwhile, the exodus continues.